What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky review, we're going to take a look at the Zaku II SD Cross Silhouette. And this is, of course, the base version, so this is the normal SD frames of this guy right over here. But as we saw in the unboxing, I do have the CS frame, I'm sorry, to look at as well. So we're going to do very similarly to what we did with the Grandpa Gundam. I'll look at it one way and then swap it to the other. So for now, we have Zaku right here, looking very green. He's got his little he-hawk. Hair glowing yellow. It's cute. And you got Zaku Cross Silhouette. I really like the design of this packaging, to be totally honest. You got Bandai 2018. Bandai logo down there. And I like the little x-ray shot there of the CS frame and the same thing there. Comes at the bottom, you have Gimmick. Mono I can move from left to right. Yes, it can. You got Bazooka. It can be equipped on the waist. Yes, it can. Triple Missile Pod. Can go on the Zaku Machine Gun. Okay, Zaku Bazooka. Jesus, that's a lot of weapons. Heat-Hawk. Heat-Hawk. And you've got the ability to switch frames. Cross Silhouette Frame Gray. Boom, boom. And you got articulated elbow joints. Widen its range of articulation. Articulated knee joints. Okay, seriously. You're doing my job for me, box. Quit that. That actually looks a little fuzzy. It's not just me. That's actually the box. And you come over here. It's number 4 in the line. We kind of skipped a couple. And SD Cross Silhouette Zaku II, repeat box art, BandaiHobby.net. Seriously, go to the website. And you got the modeling. It looks colorful just by putting it together. No kidding. That's funny. It's actually a little greener than it's showing up on the camera right now. It's just, settings. Comes unpainted. I feel like it's funny I'd said. Top cover. Warning, tiny Zakus will put out your 3-year-old's eyes. Look at it. It's got a spiky shoulder. Can totally do it. And all the little things and warnings, 800 yen, nice and affordable kit. Mind you, the cross silhouette frame is a little bit more. So usually this goes for about $9 or $10, and the cross silhouette frame goes for about $6 or $7. So keep that in mind. So you're basically paying about 17-ish dollars for the combo. But new cross silhouette, still upside down. And yeah, let's just state the obvious. There'll be a Char Zaku version eventually, or just a straight Commander version, because they have the hole for the to come through. So, yay! Let's get to it. New cross silhouette. Alright guys, here we have the Zaku II Cross Silhouette out here, and actually he's in his Cross Silhouette form. So this is with the expanded frame. Now I wanted to do it this way because with Grandpa we went the other way. So just kind of makes sense. And this guy does take a little bit of work, not much. I did have to do just the tiniest bit of painting. I painted his hands gray. That's actually the same gray marker that comes in the Xeon marker set. By all means, go look that up if you want to. I do have him panel lined with the green marker. Of course, it does look black on here. He does come in two-tone green, so slightly darker here for the chest, and the lighter green for the extremities. That's pretty much the usual. Same thing here on the knees. You got the black and the black feet and the black chest. Hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can play with the lighting just a little bit. Get some actual color in here. I don't know, maybe. I don't know if that really had an effect or not, but maybe you can see the green a little bit better. It looks like he's coming across a little bit bluer on the screen to me, but that could just be my camera for all it knows. You do get a cool chrome sticker for the back of the eye and the dished eye on there. I like that. I like that it's not just a sticker like you would get with an HG or even an MG to some degree. I'm going to lower this light down just a bit so I can get a little more better in here. And one thing you guys will definitely notice, this guy has a whole lot of extra stickers on him. These do not come in the set at all. So all these stripes, all these warning stickers, all the stuff here on the skirt, warning stickers down here on the leg, the big chevron on top of the head, the big Xeon logo here, all of that, and yeah, mind you, they stand out like a sore thumb in this lighting. All of that is from, I guess, campaign sets that I've had for a while, and it's definitely almost all from a Xeon set. Some are actually from a, actually, no, these are from a Xeon set. That's right. I just have no idea what they're for. Now, if they're actually for that purpose, but for totally unrelated kits, sweet. I got it right. Just added some stripes here. I just wanted to give him some detail so it wasn't just straight green. So, I mean, he's really cool. I even got the cockpit stickers on either side, and be like, you know, if you flat coat that or gloss coat it and then put those on and then flat coat it, you wouldn't see it. Yes, I know. Also, another thing I did glue the shoulder together with some cement. I could do a little bit of sanding on that, and it'll be even better. The panel lining for the spiky shoulder is not easy because they're very shallow holes, are not very defined, so that sucks. The eye does move. I'm going to get something to poke at it with. I'll use the heat hawk. So it does rotate actually very, very nicely. I kind of wish they could have gone with the geared eyeball, but it's okay. You do what you can. The little snout part is actually a whole separate molded piece. I appreciate that. I even added a stripe there on the snout. I think it looks really good. You guys let me know. Head does rotate as he should. He is on a ball joint, so you can't tilt. He's also on a hinge for the neck joint. I appreciate that, so you can get a kind of a, yeah, I'm a Zaku. Body does rotate as he should. The shoulders are the cool cross silhouette slide out shoulders, so he can get a very good shrug or way back shoulders. Rotate all the way around. These things are on ball joints as they normally would be. Same thing on this side. So you can rotate it a little bit, kind of get out of the way. I'm very worried about that one potentially breaking off at some point. You never know. You do get the arm can come out a little bit, but all the shoulder armor totally gets in the way. He does have an elbow bend. You gotta love that with the cross silhouette. And the very long wrist peg as usual, and we already covered the painted hands. So you can do all the things. I wish the skirts could move, but they don't. They're just a solid piece, very similar to what the Grandpa did. I like the layering of how the hoses and stuff work. I'll show that off a little bit when we go to swap the body out. The hips, T-mounted, so you can get out to the splits like so. Though be careful, because I've had the hips kind of start to walk off on me a little bit while maneuvering him. Does rotate up here at the thigh. Gotta love that. Big old knee joint gets you about 90 degrees, thereabouts, and you're wondering, there's a big hole there. Yes, there is. We'll get to that in a minute, Jimmy. Hold on. And ball joint mounted feet, just like Grandpa, so he can get a decently wide stance. Now, I showed this off to Mr. Thomas Rice, or R13, just when I got it done, and he thinks, and I kind of concur, that something about the proportions look weird, and I think it's in the thighs. I think it's the lack of legs. Like, it just sort of disappears from the thighs up. And I think it's the big, bulky feet, and then he gets real narrow right there. I think that's why he looks weird. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but I think that's what looks strange. Also, not having a commander fin, which I usually do like on my Zakus. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and give him his weapons. So we do have the normal bazooka. Looks pretty good. You've got the reflective sticker there. Got the fold-out handle, is what it is. And got the big 4 holes in the butt. It does come apart very easy. I threw a Zeonic logo on there just for the heck of it, so it doesn't look plain. He does just carry it in the hand. Actually, the handle is on a hinge, so you can get the over-the-shoulder look. That's actually very awesome. It's probably going to be part of the thumbnail, if I'm honest. And he can, in fact, plug it into his buttocks, like you should do with any Zaku weapon. Although I like the shoulder rack that you can have in other Zakus. So, not gonna lie, it can be good one way or the other. He does come with Zaku machine gun. It's a little stubby version of it. I definitely appreciate it. The drum on there is pretty good. You got the same reflective sticker. You got the same kick-out handle. I never use those handles, if I'm totally honest. I don't know about you guys. And you just stick it back in the hand, fold up the arm, and there you have Zaku ready to make some noise. Yeah. Cool. And then the Heat Hawk, which we've already glanced at briefly. And no, it doesn't come in this color. It comes in solid black. So I used my purple marker that came with my upgrade marker set. And it looks beautiful, except for where it's scraped inside the hand, because the hand is not round, it's a square peg for a round hole. Painted this with that same Xeon gray on the hose, and he comes with the effect part already on there. And I tried to use some chrome paint in there to help it. I don't think it had the exact effect I wanted it to go for, but it actually doesn't look terrible. If you want to go for chrome, let it dry a bit longer than I did, kids. You could also use some folded over chrome sticker if you really want to, or do the smart thing and just chrome the inside of the clear piece and then put it on. Probably a little bit better. But he can totally hold it. He's got, I might have to wallow out the hand just a little bit so it stops scraping paint off. But that is the purple. It does show. Look at that, I scraped a bunch. That's the purple. It definitely shows on the box art. So, it is what it is. He's really cool. Now you get the little missile pods for the legs, and I did add the stickers here. You've got the little kill marks or whatever. And I figured missiles, 3 kills, and these little emergency kind of warning stickers that go, 2/3 of the way around, 3/4, I don't know. And they do just plug into the sockets on the legs, so they are very loose, and actually that particular sticker doesn't want to stay on all the way around the edges. It is what it is. Sometimes mold release will do that. So there is our Zaku II cross silhouette, totally armed up and looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Now, once again, the proportions might seem a little wonky, but hey, I'm getting a picture of that. But let's go ahead and do the comparison that I know you're all dying to see, and put him up against the gray frame that comes with the Zaku. Okay, so the head obviously comes from the cross silhouette body. So you can see here in the cross silhouette form, he's definitely taller than that body. But once again, now I have a spare gym head. No idea. Okay, so for reals, there's our Gundam in cross silhouette form as well, looking incredibly good, as he should. So we got these two ready for battle, kind of. Look at that. I'm really digging this cross silhouette line. And in fact, just today, I got another one. Go watch the In the Kitchen with Shoky, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm excited about that one as well, because it's going to be much bigger than these. Alright guys, so now comes the part we all want to see. We gotta break him down and put him into his base form that you would get out of the box. So let's skip over to the time lapse. Alright guys, so here we have the Zaku totally broken down. And of course this is the bare cross silhouette frame right here. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. You can go ahead and grab the head off of the regular body. Plug it on here. Actually go ahead and grab the feet too, since we don't need to transfer those. There's one thing I like about it. The feet are the same. And it's the same thing that happened on the Gundam, so you don't have to worry about taking the feet apart, because the feet are probably the most complicated part to take apart. So, cross silhouette frame, done, there, and done. Actually, yeah, that's the right direction. It's kind of hard to tell. And once again, I like the fact that it says CS and SD. So, we'll set that aside because we don't need it anymore. So, we've got the basic body here, and we'll do from the bottom down. So, we have to take it apart a little bit at least. So we'll start here. We'll do the feet, just so he has something to stand on, so to speak. And one thing is, you guys could probably see just a little bit, the hard part is getting the legs apart. They split front to back. And the easiest way to do it is to grip down here at the base and grip up here on the pipe and just wiggle until they come apart. Now a lot of the parts tend to peg onto the frame. The legs just kind of hug the frame, so you got this big open gap down here that aligns to the peg there. But the legs, the leg armor themselves do actually sandwich and plug into each other on this guy. So that's a little bit of a difference. And the same thing on this side. I don't know why I just had a thought about cracking cashews. Did anybody else suddenly think about cashews? Okay, so on the back side, it's a little less clear, but you can get it in there. Now, I will say the first time assembling this guy, it was a very tight fit to get those big square pegs into the frame. They were just a little bit difficult, but not too hard. So there we go for that part. Now we'll go with the crotch armor, which just sandwiches front to back, like so. Super easy peasy. And the way you know front to back on these is you've got the open gap like that, right there. So it just plugs in to the front and just pegs in to the back and close, like so. You gotta watch those knees, they're sort of in the way of each other. So we'll plug that guy together there. Come down just a little. And we'll do the torso bit. Go ahead and pull the arms off. And just like on the Gundam, you've got the big square hole there. Whoa. Fumbling. And big square peg there. And it helps if you turn it the right side up. And this one's weird because you want to push it up all the way, but you kind of come to the realization that it ain't going to go all the way. Where are you focusing, camera? There we go. And you want to put the front and the back on first. I know that sounds kind of dumb to have to say that, but now you've got this little open area right here for the hoses to go into. So you've got just little bitty tabs on the end of the hoses that will just sort of go in like so. And you got more tabs on that end. You grab the backpack, you just slot that in there. Any Zaku, any person who's built a modern HG Zaku or MG Zaku will know this. Where is my focus? I guess my hand being in the way of this light was like making it act up. I don't know. And go ahead and just plug that on. You hear the double snap, snap, snap. And we'll go ahead and do the arms. So just like on the Gundam, you have these big crosshatchy sections on the top here. And that will align to the top of the shoulder. Come on, focus, damn it. It's like it has no depth perception. And just line that up and push it up and through. After the first time or so, it gets real easy. So, and then we'll take the forearms, and unlike the Gundam that kind of, I think, tabbed to itself, you've got these big slots here and big tabs on the inside of the armor, and that just aligns super easy. Like so. Grab your hand, obviously. Plug that in, plug your shoulder on, plug your shoulder armor on, and once again, this is where I talk about how wonky that is to a degree, and that's actually a very loose fit on that. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on this arm, real easy. Plug that in. Tab that in. Tab that in, plug in the hand, plug in the shoulder, plug on the shoulder armor, and last we plug on the head, which, even though it's the same size, doesn't really want to go. Now, what's really strange about this, I think it works better in SD mode. I really do. I really do think that this guy works a bit better in full SD. I don't know. You guys let me know. I think that the problem is in the legs. Maybe this guy would look great with the cross silhouette arms. Because the torso doesn't change hardly at all, to be totally honest, between this and this. So the shoulders and the arms are what really changes. So I think the longer, more, well, mildly longer, but the articulated arms work out better, and then use the stubby legs. We'll take a look at that here in a second and see if it works out or not. But let's compare him real quick to the Gundam, and you can see he definitely loses some height Wow, I've got my white balance up so high you can't see past, you can't even see the view fin. That's quite funny. Got to crank that up for the green. But yeah, he definitely shrinks down. And something I kind of forgot to compare him to before. The only other real green Zaku I have, the Thunderbolt version, which I guess is where I probably got the idea for most of the stuff. Now, I do wish I had this tiny Xeon emblem to go right here on his chest. That would have been cool. You can see the obvious size differences there. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I did the switch. I swapped out the torso and elongated arms and stuff like that, or well, articulated arms, for the cross silhouette version, and I think that looks better. I mean, like, might have to shove the shoulders in a little bit, make them really shrug that, but I think the shorter legs look better, and I think it has to do with those thighs. I think if they bulked out the thighs a little bit, gave it like just actually some Zaku armor for the thighs, it might have looked better. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want some articulated legs, but I mean, the other option I would think, I need to bust out my Zaku green and paint the thighs. Maybe that's like the visual representation that is necessary, because on normal Zaku, like we just looked at, the thighs are the same color as the legs, the rest of the legs. But I think proportions wise, this looks better. Sorry, my little sticker keeps peeling over here. I might need to... I will say the legs come off very easily out of the ball joints, so be careful about that. So, you guys let me know. What do you think? Let's see here. Let's pull up the side by side. So the previous version here, and then that modified version there. I'll just do, still images, and you guys let me know down below. All right, guys. So that's it for the Zaku II cross silhouette review. If you like this thing, give me a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe-ish button if you are new here to the channel. And yeah, I really do dig it. There is some kind of oddball proportion problem, and I think it's all just in the thigh to skirt ratio, whereas I think the stubbier legs work better. But I'll check out the paint idea later on. I'll go do an update and see if that makes a difference, or I'll post it on my Instagram, which, by the way, go follow me on all the social medias if you want to do that. And, of course, go check out the Shoky Patreon. I could use all the help I could get to make sure this channel keeps on moving forward, guys. Even at $5 a month, every little bit absolutely helps. And if you don't want to do that, but you want to help support in another way and get a cool shirt, go ahead and check out the Shoky shirts right here. All the stores and everything are in the description down below. But that's it for this one, guys. Remember, as always, to keep on building.